Liz Montagna here again. We're at mindfulness lesson number 3, sitting posture. So, just as we did in the first standing body scan, we're going to have you just observe your natural sitting posture. Now, this is my natural sitting posture. I sit up straight because I have been sitting up straight for years. I sit and I meditate in a tall lifted posture. This is comfortable for me because my body has learned that it's most efficient here in gravity and I have no discomfort. However, your average Joe is hanging out like this. Okay, most of us leaning back in the chair, low back is rounded, shoulders kind of slumped, you're just hanging out. It's no big deal. But what we want to develop is a tall, supported, unsupported, but internally supported posture using your deeper core muscles that are endurance muscles. So from here, I'm going to turn sideways so we can see how sitting affects the neck and the back and everything else. So if I'm in my natural posture, I feel pretty well balanced in the field of gravity. But if I sit back, you might notice that as I do so, my low back is rounded and my head went forward. Kind of has to, it's just basic mechanics. If your spine goes under, your spine rounds, your head goes forward. And if you're at a computer, it's even worse. And you got the old sore neck and the hump that comes in. So just being here just feels lousy for me. And this is how a lot of people spend their days at a computer desk. So we're going to have you work on finding that ideal posture. So from wherever your natural posture is, bring your back away from the support. So maybe you need to move to the edge of your chair a little bit. And then from here, again, think about the pelvis as a boiling pot of water. So if I'm slumped, it's pouring out the back. If it's forward, it's going out the front. You want to feel, and you kind of rock back and forth until you feel it's balanced and you can feel your sit bones pointing straight down. So this is a hard surface, so it's a lot easier to feel it. If you're on a squishy couch, it's not going to work so well. So find a good, chair, maybe like a kitchen chair or something like that that has a little more firmness to it. So from here, you can also think about your feet. If I kind of push away with my feet, my back rounds, if I pull my feet under, it pulls my pelvis forward, so you can observe that. Then from here, you want to draw just a gentle support of the low belly. So these deep endurance muscles, like a corset. So you just want to feel just a very light tone. Very light, not holding it in, just very light. And then, again, the rib cage, if it's sunk down, you're going to slump. If it's up too high, you're going to, lift up. So bring the rib cage right over the pelvis, so it's like the lid on the pot. What will make sitting upright very difficult for you is the seat height. So for very tall people, most chairs put their legs in this position. So if I put a marble on the thigh and the seat's too low, it's going to roll into the groin. And when that's the case, if my knees were up, it's going to force my spine to round. It has to, right? And then that means the head and the neck are forced to go forward too. So for you taller people, if you have an adjustable chair, bring it up so that, again, if you had a marble on your thigh, you would ideally have it roll just a little bit downhill off the knee. Then that would help bring your spine in a little bit. And for those of us who are, got shorter legs, then you would need to lower the seat, or if that's not possible, put something underneath your feet so you're not kind of dangling, and you can bring again your pelvis back to that natural neutral position. And then from here, your sky hook. So if you're out of your computer desk, you find your tallest posture, your most ideal posture, and then you make your keyboard and monitor meet you at this ideal posture. So if your monitor is too low and and you can't see well, you're going to crane down and you're going to lose it all. So if you're able, bring that monitor right in front of you so that there's no strain into the neck, or you're not forced to move your upper body to be in it. Bring it closer if you need to, or have glasses, so you're not craning to see. So the keyboard is also another thing, and then this gets tricky because oftentimes it's on a rigid surface that doesn't go up and down. So you may need to make modifications and put a lift inside the chair and something under your feet so your hands can rest here. You want them to be in a normal, rested position where they're just here. You don't want to be typing up like this or it's down too low. So as best you can, try to make your environment meet you. And do that, apply that to any situation where you're working, doing your hobbies, putting on your makeup, whatever. Just try to make the world meet your ideal posture.